This is why I ended the Columbina series on July 2026. This happened when my dad demanded me out of nowhere to delete the original version of Columbina Misbehaved at Books a Million due to bad language in this video, even though all of my Columbina videos are copyrighted content and are not targeted at children. I already specifically put a disclaimer saying that I didn't post this video to be hateful. The producers of South Park had done an identical scene like this before in 2011. This was in one scene from the first season 15 episodes of South Park. Matter of fact, the outlawed portion is most likely a South Park allusion that anybody would guess. This content had not violated YouTube's community guidelines nor their policies. The outlawed part was Columbina demanding her mom to F her in Books a Million as a South Park allusion. This video was originally still not given the exclusive pass from staying online, and my siblings actually needed me to stop relying only on YouTube's community guidelines. My dad confronted me about this language I had in this video since it was gratuitous and disrespectful while explaining whatever this meant. Not only did this Columbina video result in lost media, it was also a banned release and originally never even lasted a whole day. After getting allegedly sued for supporting bad language in the original version of Columbina Misbehaves at Books a Million video, one of my siblings decided to create a policy that I would now be required to review my videos to them and do any possible edits from whatever trusted adults would ask me to make before the video even goes online, bleeping out any bad language as one way. This was done as a consequence when any adults aware of this problem were starting to lose trust with my own creativity. They made a contract and I was asked to sign it with no choice in order to keep making Columbina videos even after the suing from June 2026. Keep in mind the written guidelines happen to be somewhat less strict unlike from the Mitchell video that I just saw. However, I decided to take matters into my own hands by posting another Columbina video containing explicit language and this time blocking the video by age restriction as some kind of way to hopefully improve my audience better, not just by adding a content disclaimer. The next explicit Columbina video was Columbina Rages on IXL. Unfortunately, 2 days later after this Columbina video was released, my siblings still decided to confront me about this video, since they think I was simply ignoring the created policy and bypassing the restriction. They said that blocking content by age restriction cannot help the problem either along with disclaimers. However, this confrontation was different, because luckily I had not been demanded to take down this explicit video as outlawed. I later decided to do a recreated version of the specific Columbina video from what might first look like a ripoff of previously outlawed content, whereas this time, no bad language in this version. However, there was still some struggle being asked to censor out any explicit language. Both of my siblings tried to help me understand that just because I post content that already complied with YouTube's community guidelines doesn't always automatically mean the content may be acceptable to go online as a hidden rule, even with content disclaimers and age restrictions. I often had a very hard time understanding this issue and would constantly try considering to do things my own way without anyone onto me while I sometimes use explicit language in very insensible ways. A few months later, with this creative policy still going on, I later decided to end the complete Columbina series in mid-July 2026 because I could not stand the disciplinary action anymore, which was upsetting me a lot. I didn't want to handle any more accusations and criticism. I decided to be done doing any more grounded videos once I ended the Columbina series. As a result, I ended up feeling very uncomfortable doing any other grounded series after Columbina. I was worried that if I do another grounded series after Columbina, I might get the same result as before, getting repeatedly accused of being offensive online with no difference in writing disclaimers that wouldn't give me the exclusive pass when I didn't post the content to be offensive. Even worse, more videos getting removed due to inappropriate content and much more videos getting ruined or spoiled, resulting in more lost media. I absolutely hated the creative policy big time. I was heavily reluctant in having censored versions of my own videos before finally being able to fully give in for myself. I actually attempted to suggest one of my trusted adults to do both versions of my video back in 2026, so back in 2025 so that my audiences can select the version that properly meets their sensibilities as better way to problem solutions and prevent future suing from explicit content. In 2024, I said that this action is similar to how most explicit music is treated for a proper explanation. Although I can't get over the consequence that I had back in June 2026, one person said in their response, "This is an excellent example of being willing to accept a compromise to resolve a conflict. Thank you for sharing it with me. I appreciate your struggle in wanting to create original content with the language you deem appropriate under freedom of speech and artistic creativity guidelines." At the same time, I know that there are many people who are sensitive about language. The idea you have to create clean versions along your originals is a brilliant solution and can let everyone enjoy your talent without being offended. But I realize that it is extra work to create clean versions, but it seems that in this case it was worth it, so your parents are more relaxed about this. Fortunately, this automatically means that when I told any real life people near me that about this compromise, most of them loved the solution that I decided to come up with it. This they gave more reasons about why the solution is actually a fantastic solution than just my first reason, such as knowing my audience better when single versions or either one don't.